I think the most unusual thing about Bob Lilly was if you put 50 people in a room, you know, and had them stripped down to where they just had the shorts on, he would be the last guy you would pick. If, you know, he just didn't have the physique that you thought a football player. He had no muscle definition whatsoever.
He didn't epitomize the professional athlete, in my opinion, because he was kind of soft. He wasn't hard as a brick, you know, he was kind of soft. And that's the way he played, kind of soft. He didn't really kill anybody, but he made the plays, always made the plays. It's not how hard you hit, you know, but how good you tackle.
In 12 years that I played against Lilly, I really don't remember having even a decent game against him. He'd grab you and pull you, and he had tremendous quickness and tremendous reach and strength.
Bob Lilly was just a great football player, and we never could get him to line up on side. We always thought he lined up off sides and complained to the officials, and nothing happened. So Cornelius Johnson one night was nauseated, and he just regurgitated on Lilly's hands, and that way we got him off the ball. In fact, he stood up and stood well back so that we could snap the ball and run the play of our choice.
Where Lilly did stand was at the forefront as the Cowboys gained power and prestige. He was a man among boys, the unstoppable, unblockable force of the doomsday defense. Opponents could neither contain him with a single player, nor run away from him. So they afforded Lilly the ultimate tribute.
He was a guy that if they double-teamed him, he'd beat him if they triple-teamed him. And very few people I've ever played with, I've never seen many people triple-team.
He's the only player I've ever been associated with when we watch films on Monday that his peers, including myself, would be there in awe and actually would ooh and awe during the film, watching him do the things he could do.
I remember seeing the guard pull, and the center tried to cut him off. When the guard pulls, the center tries to make the block on Lilly, and Lilly jumped over the center, weighing 260 pounds. And I just was in awe of that, and never forgot that.
You know, when you have a guy that's that big and that much of a player, you know, whatever he wanted to do, he could do it. Nobody could beat him off the ball. Centers would try to choke block him, and the guard would pull, and they couldn't reach him. And he'd be in the backfield and just cause so much havoc.
Bob Lilly was the first draft choice in Dallas Cowboys history, and the first Cowboy in the Hall of Fame. He played 14 seasons and made 11 Pro Bowls. The only thing he didn't do was look the part.
Had no muscle definition. You know, he didn't have Popeye muscles and all those things. He was just an ordinary-looking person, and you really didn't think when you look at him that this guy was a football player. And yet he was the strongest guy on the team. You combine that strength with the quickness that he was just impossible for people to block him one-on-one.
Rudy handed off to Willard, and before we could say it, Lilly had Willard tangled down in his legs. Here's one of the great original Cowboys.
Beginning in 1966, the Cowboys made the playoffs 5 straight years, including 3 championship games, but couldn't win it all. Following Super Bowl V, the frustration of Dallas's defensive star turned photographer was captured in an indelible image.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody throw a football helmet that far. That's what made the championship against Miami the next year so rewarding for all of us, because we had been so close for so many years. Bob Lilly just dominated the game. The sacking of Bob Greasy was, you know, one of the big plays.
The Cowboys finally won their championship.
That's right.